Listen up. Right now, over 80% of Bitcoin holders are sitting on life-changing wealth, but making one absolutely catastrophic mistake that could cost them everything. I'm talking about folks who survived the bear markets, the FUD storms, the Bitcoin is dead headlines for the 500th time, yet they're about to fumble the bag on something so simple it hurts. And no, it's not some sketchy exchange collapsing, it's way more insidious than that. Here's the kicker. They're treating Bitcoin like it's just another stock in their Robinhood portfolio. They're making New Year's resolutions about getting rich without any actual plan, no real security strategy, and zero accountability. It's like buying a Ferrari and leaving the keys in the ignition in downtown Detroit. Not smart, folks. Quick heads up, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Do your own research, folks, and consult a pro before making moves. So buckle up because today we're exposing the critical mistake that's keeping Bitcoin holders from true financial sovereignty in 2026. And I'm giving you the exact framework to fix it before it's too late. This isn't some fluffy motivation garbage. This is the hard truth Wall Street doesn't want you to know. Let's start with the elephant in the room. Most Bitcoin holders right now are treating 2026 like it's just another calendar year. They're setting these vague, wishy-washy goals like, I'm going to buy more Bitcoin, or I should probably move my coins off exchanges. Eventually. Sound familiar? Yeah, I thought so. Here's the problem. Vague goals are basically just wishes with a deadline. And wishes don't protect your wealth when the next exchange gets hacked or when the government decides to flex its muscles with some new regulation. Remember FTX, Celsius, BlockFi, or more recently the Femex hack or Mantra OM's collapse? Those weren't distant memories, people. They were disasters as recent as this year that wiped out billions because folks confused convenience with security. The critical mistake happening right now is this. Bitcoin holders are failing to build a concrete goal-setting framework around their holdings. They're not asking themselves the big questions, like what's your actual exit strategy? Not the fantasy, I'll sell when Bitcoin hits a million stuff. I mean your real plan for wealth preservation, tax optimization, and generational transfer. What's your self-custody setup? How are you protecting against the $5 wrench attack? When was the last time you tested your backup seeds? See, the average American investor has been conditioned by Wall Street to be passive. Buy the S&P, set it and forget it. Trust the system. But Bitcoin isn't the system. It's the escape from the system. And if you're still operating with a Wall Street mindset in the Bitcoin space, you're missing the entire point of decentralization. Now here's where it gets juicy. Let's talk about the accountability problem. It's January 2026. New Year energy is flowing. Everyone's pumped about Bitcoin's trajectory, and people are making promises to themselves. This is the year I finally set up that hardware wallet. This year I'm learning about multi-sig. This year I'm taking security seriously. But here's the brutal truth. Without accountability, those promises evaporate faster than your resolve to hit the gym on January 15th. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The Bitcoin OGs, the folks who've been in this since single-digit prices, they didn't get wealthy by accident. They built systems. They set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Yeah, I just hit you with SMART goals, but bear with me because this actually matters in the Bitcoin context. Instead of I should buy more Bitcoin, it's I'm dollar cost averaging $500 every Monday at 9 a.m. for the next 52 weeks. Instead of I need better security, it's by February 1st, I'm setting up a hardware wallet. By March 1st, I'm implementing multi-sig. And by April 1st, I'm stress testing my recovery process. See the difference? One is hopium, the other is a battle plan. And here's the thing about accountability that nobody talks about. You need skin in the game beyond just your money. Join a local Bitcoin meetup. Find an accountability partner who actually understands the space. Share your goals publicly. Obviously not your holdings, don't be stupid. When you tell someone, I'm doing this specific thing by this specific date, suddenly it's not just a wish anymore, it's a commitment. If you're nodding along thinking about your own setup, what's one thing holding you back from full self-custody? Share in the comments. But wait, there's another layer to this mistake that's even more dangerous. Most Bitcoin holders are completely ignoring the security trifecta in 2026, and it's mind-blowing. You've got people with six-figure Bitcoin stacks using the same password for their email, their exchange account, and their Netflix. You've got folks who think keeping their seed phrase in their phone's notes app is good enough. You've got others who bought a hardware wallet 3 years ago and it's still sitting in the box because they'll set it up later. Listen, self-custody is like owning your own ranch versus renting Wall Street's penthouse. Sure, the penthouse has a concierge and maintenance guys, and it's all easy and convenient, until the building burns down or the landlord decides you can't live there anymore. Your ranch? That's yours. You control the land, you control the gates, you control who comes and goes. But here's the catch. You gotta maintain it. You gotta fix the fences. You gotta protect it from threats. That's what self-custody is. It's absolute financial sovereignty, but it comes with absolute responsibility. And in 2026, with institutional money flooding into Bitcoin ETFs, we're talking billions in inflows like BlackRock's $25 billion haul, and the government watching every move with new rules rolling out as of late 2025. The difference between people who get this right and people who don't is going to be stark. Keep in mind, markets can change rapidly. We're talking about the difference between generational wealth and cautionary tales. So here's your action plan, the goal-setting framework that actually works for Bitcoin holders in 2026. First, get crystal clear on your why. Are you building generational wealth? Escaping inflation? Protecting against dollar debasement? Your why determines everything else. Write it down, make it emotional, make it real. Second, set your specific security milestones. Hardware wallet by X date, multi-sig setup by Y date, inheritance plan by Z date. No more eventually or soon, actual dates on the calendar. Third, build your DCA strategy with military precision. Not when you feel like it or when the price looks good. Systematic, emotionless, consistent accumulation. That's how you beat the volatility game. Fourth, create your accountability system. Whether it's a Bitcoin buddy, a meetup group, or even just a private journal where you track your progress. Build in consequences for missing your goals and rewards for hitting them. And fifth, this is crucial, schedule quarterly security audits. Every 3 months, you're testing your backups, updating your protocols, reviewing your estate plan. Treat your Bitcoin holdings like the serious wealth they represent. Look, I get it. This sounds like work. It is work. But here's the reality check. In 2026, Bitcoin isn't a speculative moonshot anymore. It's legitimate wealth, and wealth requires protection. The folks who get this right now are setting themselves up for decades of financial freedom. The folks who keep making excuses, they're going to learn the hard way that convenience has a cost. The critical mistake isn't just about security or planning, it's about mindset. It's about recognizing that holding Bitcoin means you're opting out of the traditional system, which means you can't rely on traditional safety nets. Nobody's coming to save you if you mess this up. Not the SEC, not some customer service hotline, nobody. That's the price of sovereignty. But it's also the gift of sovereignty. So here's my challenge to you. Don't let 2026 be another year of I should have. Make it the year you actually did. Set those concrete goals. Build that accountability system. Take full custody. Run those security audits. Become the sovereign Bitcoin holder you're supposed to be. Because 5 years from now, when Bitcoin has reshaped the entire financial landscape, you're going to be incredibly grateful you made these moves today. Or you're going to be telling yourself, I should have listened. The choice is yours. Smash that like button if you're committing to real Bitcoin sovereignty this year. Subscribe for more no BS Bitcoin truth bombs. Hit that bell so you never miss when I drop these reality checks. Share this with every Bitcoin holder who needs to hear it. And drop your biggest Bitcoin goal for 2026 in the comments right now. Let's build some accountability together. Now get out there and make it happen. You got this.